It was a cold and dreary Friday night. The year was 2018. I found myself buried under a mountain of work, striving to complete a project before the weekend beckoned with promises of respite. Hours ticked by as I toiled away in my home office, the only illumination provided by the soft glow of my computer screen. Fatigue began to weigh heavily upon me, my eyelids growing heavy with each passing moment. Around 10 p.m., I decided to take a much-needed break. Rising from my desk, I stretched my cramped muscles and wandered aimlessly around the room. As I passed by the window overlooking the front of my house, a flicker of movement caught my eye. I froze, my heart skipping a beat as I peered into the darkness beyond. At first I dismissed it as a trick of the shadows, a figment of my overactive imagination. But then, I saw it again. A subtle shift in the darkness. A silhouette looming ominously on the sidewalk below. Intrigued, yet apprehensive, I watched as the shadowy figure remained eerily still, like a specter lurking in the night. Curiosity getting the better of me, I descended the stairs and approached the front door, a knot of unease tightening in the pit of my stomach. With trembling hands, I hesitantly peered through the peephole, my breath catching in my throat at the sight that greeted me. There, bathed in the soft glow of the porch light, stood a man, his features obscured by the veil of darkness, his presence an unsettling enigma. A shiver ran down my spine as I beheld his stoic countenance, his eyes piercing through the thin barrier that separated us. Summoning my courage, I swung open the door, confronting the mysterious visitor with a mixture of trepidation and resolve. "What are you doing here?" I demanded, my voice betraying a hint of urgency. The man offered no reply, his gaze drifting past me and into the dimly lit interior of my home. A surge of panic gripped me as I realized the intrusion upon my privacy. "You need to leave," I insisted, my voice trembling with a mixture of fear and frustration. Yet, despite my fervent protestations, the man remained unnervingly silent, his inscrutable expression sending chills down my spine. With a silent nod, the man turned and began to walk away, disappearing into the inky darkness of the night. Relieved yet unsettled, I watched his retreating form until it vanished from sight, a lingering sense of unease gnawing at the edges of my consciousness. Returning to my office, I attempted to shake off the unsettling encounter and focus on my work. Yet, try as I might, I found it impossible to shake the feeling of unease that had settled over me like a suffocating blanket. It was as if the very air itself crackled with tension, a palpable sense of foreboding hanging heavy in the stillness of the night. Just as I began to immerse myself in my work once more, a sudden and thunderous knock echoed through the house, shattering the fragile illusion of normalcy. Startled, I leaped to my feet, my heart hammering in my chest as I rushed to the front door, my pulse racing with a primal sense of dread. Swinging the door open, I was met with a sight that chilled me to the core. A man, his eyes ablaze with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine, his hand clutching something glinting and sharp. Panic surged through me as I realized the gravity of the situation, the threat of danger looming ominously before me. With a surge of adrenaline-fueled fear, I slammed the door shut, fumbling frantically with the locks as the man pounded against the barrier with a relentless fervor. Desperation clawed at my throat as I reached for the phone, my hands trembling uncontrollably as I dialed 911, my voice quivering with fear as I relayed the harrowing events unfolding before me. Minutes stretched into an eternity as I waited for the authorities to arrive, each passing moment fraught with the tangible tension of impending danger. When they finally arrived, the man was long gone, leaving behind only a lingering sense of dread and a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked just beyond the threshold of safety. In the aftermath of that fateful night, I found myself haunted by the memory of the nocturnal visitor, his enigmatic presence a chilling specter that lingered in the recesses of my mind. And though time may have dulled the sharp edges of fear, the echoes of that terrifying encounter continue to reverberate through the corridors of my memory, a stark reminder of the fragility of safety and the ever-present threat of danger that lurks in the shadows of the night.